When it comes to inclusions in sourdough, normally my stance is a plain loaf is better than anything with inclusions. However, I did make one loaf inspired by my favorite bagel from Boil and Bake in Costa Mesa. If you know, you know. If you don't, you should know. They have a Cacio and Pepe bagel that is to die for, and so I was immediately inspired to make a Parmesan and cracked black pepper loaf, and this has become my all-time favorite inclusion loaf to make, hands down. There's nothing better in my opinion. I don't use any measurements here, I just eyeball it all, but one thing I have found to be really important is to make sure you're using freshly grated Parmesan. As always, our pre-shaping is the same. Leave it to do a bench rest. And for the final shaping, when I've been having inclusions in my loaves, I've been moving back to doing more of this envelope fold. Just found it seems to work a lot better when you have inclusions in your dough. Once I completed my final shaping, I put it into its proofing basket to do a cold proof overnight, and the next day it's time to bake as normal. Preheat your oven to 450 with your bread oven or Dutch oven inside. I like to use a little semolina on the bottom of my loaves to keep them from sticking. I score my bread, put the lid on, and bake it for 20 minutes. After those 20 minutes, take the lid off, lower the temperature to 400, and bake for another 35 to 40 minutes. Once your loaf is done baking, transfer to a wire rack and allow it to cool for at least an hour and a half to 2 hours before slicing in.